Because anybody who's going to drag you down or put holes in the boat or try to destroy you, man, why bring them over?
I had to get rid of my whole.
Wow. So the funny thing I think was funny is he's like, have you ever felt bad about it? He's like, nope, next. So let me ask all of you that. Have you ever felt bad or felt some kind of way or felt guilty for saying no to somebody that you love? And I'll start with you, Dr. Charm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working through that because I was told by my therapist that I have survivor's guilt. So from just kind of just making it out of the conditions, because we really came from some disadvantaged circumstances. I came from a family that had very strong values, but my father was absent, my mother struggled. And so that's something I'm working through now is this survivor's guilt. And I think we can't be of service to anybody if we are not embracing our happiness and embracing our achievements and accomplishments and even our goals. Like we're not of service to ourselves and we're not of service to the people in our lives. And with Tyler, I understand where he's coming from, because even if the person is just, hey, Tyler, I would like to start a business, and he's helping them with the business, like just sitting around just collecting money. I get it. Tyler works really hard for everything that he has. And I think that sense of entitlement for his family members, like, well, he made it, but he worked hard. So why can't you work hard? And it gives me the perfect example of Beyonce's cousin, Angie Beyonce. Angie was Beyonce's personal assistant for many, many years. And I always see her post on IG how she says, we worked on this costume. Me and Mama Tina helped, construct this, and we put crystals on the shoes. And now she's one of the cast members on Tyler Perry's Sisters. So I love how Beyonce has put her family on, but they all have their own careers.
That's dope. So that was actually a good segue into our break really quick. But I want to ask not only you all, but I do want to ask the people in the chat. Y'all, have you ever felt guilty for having to say no? And if you have, if you felt guilty, say yeah. But if you had to say no, what happened? What was the situation where you had to say no to somebody? And how were you able to recover from that? And did it ruin your relationships? So we'll talk more about that. And I want to ask Shalay and Dr. Sabrina when we come back from the break.
Woo! It's a good show right here. But I'm biased. If you are just tuning in, you are watching Fly Nubian Money, where we help you master your mindset and maximize your money. My name is Tiara Williams. I'm also known as Miss Black Hollywood, and I'm the proud producer of this show because it is lit. If you want to receive notifications for when we go live Monday through Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you have to do is text the word Queens to 87948. That's Queens to 87948. That's QUEENS to 87948. Also, if you want to grow your money and not blow your money, all you have to do is go to flynubianmoney.com. There's all kinds of resources, there's courses, there's free giveaways. There's just no reason to be broke in 2025. All you have to do is go to flynubianmoney.com. Obviously, you don't want to be entertained here. You want to know enough to grow. Wait, I need to put that on a shirt. You got to know to grow. Got to know to grow. So know and grow with flynubianmoney.com.
So listen, we are talking about survivor's guilt, or sometimes called survivor's remorse. It's when you become really, really successful and you have this guilt by leaving everybody behind or not having your people come along with you. And I love that example that you shared, Dr. Charm, about how Beyonce has put her people on, and now she's able to stand on her own 2 feet. And that's really the idea of teaching people how to fish rather than feeding them, right? So I'll ask you, Shalay, have you ever been in a position where you've had to tell somebody no? And have you felt guilty about it?
Yes. So I used to feel guilty all the time.